Welcome, my name is Scott, the appraiser half of the Solomon development team. I'm going to take you through our new application called Solomon Cost. We use the Depreciated Replacement Cost method to support adjustments made in the sales comparison grid. This technique is only as good as the estimate of depreciation, which is the challenge. We think it is more credible to estimate market value for a house like the one being appraised and work back through the cost approach to calculate depreciation. When depreciation is extracted from the market, we are able to calculate market-based adjustments. Solomon Cost does that for you and at the same time gives you everything you need to complete the cost approach section of your report. This way you have an internally consistent opinion of value. So let's start with the market value of $225,000. The land is at 60. Site improvements, things like the driveway, the zip code. Notice over here what's happening. We've already got the opinion of site value in the cost approach data, the as-is value of site improvements, of course, the market value estimate. We'll select the quality rating of 4. That means good standard. There's 1,200 square feet of GLA. Click yes if the heated and cooled space is the same as the GLA number. The basement size is 1,200 feet also. 800 square feet is finished. The full bath count in the basement is 1. There are no half baths in the basement, so we leave that blank. There is a fireplace up on the main floor. There's a 12 by 20 deck, so 240 square feet. No porches, but we do have a 500 square foot garage. Now when we click calculate, all of these variables will be translated into cost. And we see that the market is paying $160,000 for the house, $60,000 for the land, $5,000 for the site improvements, for a total market value of $225,000. Based on that and the cost new from this data, we have $91,000 of depreciation. And doing the calculations, economic life is a given based on this quality selection of 4. That's a specification in the cost data. The effective age and remaining economic life are calculated. Looking down at the bottom corner here, we have 2 columns. One is called the default adjustments. This column assumes that the depreciation has occurred equally in every cost category. Now, we know that that's not always the case. It's the same amount of depreciation overall, but some things depreciate more than others. Let's think about a deck for a minute. It's probably only got a 30-year life instead of 60. So if we put in 50% here and click calibrate, we end up with a $10 adjustment. Now what we're saying here is that $10 times 240 square feet, we have a $2,400 deck adjustment. Now the GLA is another issue. This number might look high to you in your market, and I think the reason for that is that the GLA number includes decorating, which depreciates quickly. Maybe there's a 10-year life on what's in style. Maybe there's 2 to 3 roofs involved over the 60-year life of the house. A short-lived item like a roof has to be accounted for. The HVAC system might need to be replaced. The windows might need to be replaced, siding, those types of things. So overall, what you're seeing in the market might be more like this. There might be a 70% factor there so that it calibrates to $42. When we print the report, on the left, we show all the characteristics that we assumed, going into the study. Here are all the calculations you need for the cost approach. And then on the right, we see the default adjustments again, the calibrated adjustments, and then some explanation about what's going on so the reader can understand a little bit what's behind these numbers. Now, it's important to remember that with GLA particularly, we're basing this on marginal cost, not average cost. The cost manuals that you use always show an average cost number. They never show the amount of that cost that's related to a change in quantity. So that's what regression does for you. We do that behind the scenes within Solomon so that you're always thinking about the effect of change when you're making adjustments. Thanks for your time, and be watching for our product release announcement coming soon.